Hi everybody, and welcome to Cuddle Up Baby Crochet. Today we are going to learn how to do a single crochet. I have a number 3 worsted weighted yarn in purple, and I am using a J hook. Now, first we're going to start by making a slip knot, and to make a slip knot, this is my method. No method, your method works just as fine as my method. It's whatever is comfortable to you. So we're going to lay it across my 4 fingers. We're going to close our bottom 2 fingers. We're going to wrap the yarn around my fingers once, twice, and then tuck it in. Make sure you cross over when you wrap it around the second time. We're going to put our hook underneath the first strand, over top the second strand, and we're going to pull it through. We're going to pull it tight, and that's going to create our slip knot. Let's do that one more time. We're going to lay the yarn across our 4 fingers. We're going to close our bottom 2 fingers. We're going to wrap the yarn around once, cross over, wrap the yarn around twice, and we're going to take our hook and go underneath the first yarn, over top the second yarn. We're going to grab it, and we are going to pull our yarn tight. That's going to make our slip knot. Now we're going to do a chain. I'm only going to do a chain of about 20. To do a chain, we're going to take our yarn, we're going to wrap it around our hook and pull it through our slip knot. We're going to do that again. We're going to wrap our yarn around our hook and we're going to pull it through our slip knot. Make sure you use even tension and even pulling to make sure that your chain is even throughout. So I'm going to pull that out because I don't remember how many I did, and we're going to do about 20 stitches. So we're going to go around 1, around 2, okay, we have 20 stitches. We're going to do 21 because that last stitch is going to count as your first stitch most of the time. Okay, now to do a single crochet, what we're going to do, there's different methods. There is, and again, it's personal preference, whatever you prefer. We're going to take our hook, and now when you make a chain, it makes a V shape, and there's multiple ways you can move forward with your single crochet. You can either go into the V, you can go into the V and do your single crochet from there, or you can turn it some, and on the back of your chain there is humps all the way down. You can do it into the back of the hump. The benefit of doing it on the back of the hump is that your edge of your piece will have a nice pretty V running down the edge. But it is completely up to you. No way is right, no way is wrong. Okay, now to do a single crochet, we're going to skip this first stitch right here. We're going to take our hook and we're going to go into this second stitch right here. We're going to stick our hook in there. We're going to yarn over. We're going to pull our hook back through. Now you'll have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through both loops. Now we'll go on to the next one. We're going to take our hook, we're going to stick it in the V, we're going to yarn over, we're going to pull it back through our V. We now have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull it through both loops. And we'll move on to the next one, our next V. We're going to stick it in our V, grab our yarn, pull it back through, we're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull it through both loops. We're going to continue, go through our V, grab our yarn, pull it back, yarn over, pull it through both loops. 3, continue, go in our next V, yarn over, grab our yarn, pull it back, yarn over again, go through both loops. Now we'll go to the next one. Into the next V, grab our yarn, pull it back through our V, yarn over, and go through both loops. And we'll continue this all the way down our chain, and that's how you make a double crochet. So let's continue. We'll go into our next V, you grab our yarn, pull it back through our V, yarn over, and pull it through. Now this next one, we're going to actually work in the back bumps, so you can see the difference. And it's just a tiny bit harder to work in the back V's, but it's just the first chain that it's a little harder, and then it's easier the second time. And I've also found that if you have a hook, like my hook does not have a very pointed tip on it. If you have one that has a little pointier tip, it's a little easier to get in that back hump. So we are going to start this one here. We're going to go in that back hump, yarn over, pull it back through our back hump, yarn over, pull it through both. Go down the next hump, go through the hump, grab the yarn and pull it back through, yarn over, pull it through both loops. Go through the next hump, through the next hump. Now when you go through the humps, you're going to have the hump on your hook, but on the other side you'll have that front V of your chain. So we're going to yarn over, pull back through, we're going to loop our yarn over again, pull it through both loops. We'll do a couple more so you can see the effect. We're going to go through that back hump, yarn over, pull it back through, yarn over, go through both humps. We'll do one more here, go through that back hump, grab our yarn and pull it back through, yarn over, go through both humps. Now we've done two different ways. We've did it in through the V and we've done it through the back hump, and I wanted to show you the difference. So on the V, when we go through the V, it leaves a like a spiralized edge here, and that's the other half of the V that didn't get worked. If we were doing a pattern that we would work up the other half of the V, the other half of the chain, it would take those stitches. But otherwise, you will have your single crochet here and your edge will be this spiral look. Now on the ones that we went through the back hump, here's our single crochet stitches, and then on the end we have the front side of our chains, our V's, which makes it a little neater looking. So it's really your personal preference on which one you want. If you prefer the spiral on the side, or if you prefer the V's down the side. Again, both are correct. It's whichever your preference is. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I will post links to our beginner videos up in the corner. And again, thank you for watching. Happy stitches.